Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to PPS Lab Sessions. Before we continue the practical list and perform few practicals, let me make you aware of Google Classroom. Well, many of you have already enrolled. I've sent you the invitation link. So if you haven't, then just check your official email ID and you'll be having some mail. Just click on the given link and you will be enrolled inside this Google Classroom. As I can see, many of you have enrolled. Deep Patel is not enrolled till now. Then few other students also. Majority of the students have enrolled. Fine. So just ask your friend if he haven't enrolled here, then click on the link and enroll. So this is the stream page, first page of your Google Classroom, where you'll be having all the announcements from my side. First announcement was just a welcome message, and the second announcement is related to make you aware that this classroom is for the submission purpose. You are going to submit all your practicals in this Google Classroom. So once you perform all your practical, you have to write your program code and its output in a page or a book, whatever you want to maintain. It's up to you. Now, it must be handwritten. I'm emphasizing on handwritten submission because एक बार अगर आप लिखोगे तो आपको सब कुछ याद रहेगा. How that code is going to look like, and where you should have ampersand sign, where you should have semicolon, where you should have comma, where you should have single quote or double quote. आपको लिखना है. Then and then only something is going to take some place in your mind. And that's why I'm emphasizing on handwritten submissions here. Initial semesters, I always force my student to write all the code. Maybe in higher semesters, you'll have option to just create Word file and submit it, right? But not for now. So what you're going to do is, once you are done with your practical and you test it, you have the output, then you will write its code and the output in some page or a book. And then you will take a photograph of those pages, convert those photographs to single PDF, and then upload that PDF file here in the Google Classroom. So you can use your mobile phone to scan those pages and create a PDF file there, okay? Now, when you are writing those programs, for just to have titles, program 1 title, 2nd title, 3rd title, and all, I've also given you the syllabus file here. The same syllabus file that you also find in your e-content, okay? So this is the second announcement. And then I have generated 2 assignments here. First assignment is for practical 1 to 7. And second assignment is for practical 8 to 14. Right? And inside that, you'll find all the instructions. So you have to write 7 practicals. These are the titles of those 7 practicals. So you write one by one all the practicals and output, and then scan all those practicals, all 7 practicals in a single PDF file, and upload that PDF file from your login. So when you log in and if you click from here, announcement, or if you go to classwork, okay, you'll have those assignments. Make sure due date is June 25th. So still you have enough time to write these 14 practicals. And just to make sure, look, all these practicals are not even a 1-page size. A majority of these practicals are half-page code and just few lines output. So it's very easy to complete this entire task before 25th. I will also make sure that whenever I'm going to assign a new assignment here, you will have enough time to write it. कभी ऐसा नहीं होगा कि मैंने आज असाइनमेंट इश्यू किया और कल की डेडलाइन रख दी. I'm never going to do that thing. I'll make sure that you will have enough time to write all the practicals in page, and then you upload those things in Google Classroom. Okay? So what you have to do is you write these practicals in a page, scan those pages, generate a PDF, and upload that PDF here. पहला सबमिशन आपका होगा प्रैक्टिकल 1 to 7 एक PDF फाइल. दूसरा आपका प्रैक्टिकल होगा मतलब सबमिशन होगा 8 to 14. So total 2 submissions you have to complete. Now, time to time, I suggest that you log into Google Classroom and check your assignments. Announcements will be at this place. Even upcoming deadlines will be shown here. Next week, Monday, it is going to show me these 2 deadlines at this place. वो यहाँ पे upcoming submissions भी मुझे दिखाएगा. So you can make sure that you are not going to miss any deadlines. Complete your task within a time given, then you will be eligible for full marks, depending on what you have written inside your page. So assessment will be done based on these submissions. Don't forget that your results are going to be generated based on internal evaluation. It is not directly a mass promotion, it is a progressive promotion, right? So internal evaluation has to be done from institute side, and we have to send your marks based on your work. So make sure that you submit your submissions on time. If in case you miss anything, then also I'll suggest late to late, but आप वो submission कर दो. एक बार deadline चली गई है, then also don't miss it, submit it. I'm going to evaluate it. It's okay, it's a late submission, then also definitely it will affect your mark, but I'm still going to evaluate your submission, whether it is on time or late. Okay, so that's the announcement from my side. Make sure that you have enrolled in this Google Classroom. You are going to write your practicals in a page, scan those pages, convert it to PDF, upload those PDF as per the time deadlines given here. So now moving to chat box, if you have any query. Well, I'm strictly saying, Sami, it's PDF file. You have to write your code, handwritten, you have to write your code. Then you have to write your output also. जब आप code run करते हो, तो आपको जो भी output दिखता है, वो output भी आप अपने page में लिखोगे. And then you will scan those files, scan your pages. Okay. सो पेज या बुक आप जो भी मेंटेन करते हो, सबसे पहले आपका टाइटल आ जाएगा प्रैक्टिकल 1, एंड देन द टाइटल ऑफ प्रैक्टिकल 1. देन यू कैन से यू राइट योर एंटायर सी फाइल #include stdio.h से लेके लास्ट में कर्ली ब्रैकेट खत्म हुआ तब तक. ये पूरा खत्म होने के बाद आप बोलोगे आउटपुट, एंड देन जो भी आउटपुट आपको दिखता है वही आउटपुट आप पेज में लिखोगे. दैट इज योर फर्स्ट प्रैक्टिकल. Similarly, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 7 practical लिख लिए. Then you scan all those pages and create one PDF file. Upload that PDF file as a submission in Google Classroom. Any more queries? Any more queries? Okay, fine. So that was all about Google Classroom. Now let's continue with our practical list. So till now we are done with 41 practicals. The last program that we have seen was converting a string from lowercase to uppercase. Now next set of programs are related to functions and recursion and global and static variable or something, right? So what I plan is from 42 up to 48, these programs are related to functions, recursions, and static variables. For today in this lab, I want you to complete 4 programs, 42, 43, 46, and 48. So these 4 programs we target today. Other programs I'm going to explain in the next lab, right? So let's discuss these programs, what we have to do here. I'll show you one of these, and then you'll have your time to implement all 4 programs. So we'll start with the 42nd program. It says, write a program that defines a function. So एक function हमें बनाना है to add first n numbers. Initial n numbers आपको add करने हैं. Now, what is n? What is this small n? तो ये हम user से पूछेंगे कि भाई आपको कितने numbers add करने हैं. So let's show you this program, okay? And then we'll come back and we'll discuss few other. So if we jump to the coding environment, 42nd program says, write a program that defines a function, एक function बनाएंगे, which is going to add first n numbers. So we need to ask user to insert value of n. So let's take n. And then we'll ask user to please enter n. And then we will scan that value from user. So %d ampersand n. ये n हमने ले लिया user से. So what we want now is we want a function which is going to add those initial n numbers. And we are going to pass value of n given by user. User ने जो भी value दी वो हम pass कर देंगे वहाँ पे. Now this function should return the final summation. तो वो जो भी return करेगा हमें उसे कहीं ना कहीं तो store करना पड़ेगा, sum. So let us have one more variable sum, and whatever value final total returned from this function, we will store it in some variable so that we can print that answer. Let's say total is %d and sum. Okay, that's it. So we take a value from user and then we pass that value to a function. This function is going to add all those numbers starting from 1 up to n, and it will return the summation, and we'll print that summation here. So add n is the function. Now when we talk about function, this is a function call, right? But whenever we are talking about function, we need to be careful of 3 things: function declaration, function call, function definition. So before we call a function, we must declare a function. तो आप local declare भी कर सकते हो, आप global declare भी कर सकते हो, depends on you. I'm going to do it globally right now. So this is function declaration. And if you remember, syntax of function declaration is something like function type or the return type, then function name, and then parenthesis and semicolon, inside the parenthesis optional parameter list, right? This is the syntax. So if you want to declare our function add n, then return type वो क्या return करेगा? Summation. Summation का data type क्या है? Integer. So it is going to return one integer value. Then the second point is function name. The add n is the function name. Then parenthesis and semicolon. Now inside this parenthesis, you need to go for parameter list. Now we want to pass one parameter, तो हमें एक parameter यहाँ पे देना होगा, that's integer value. Now when you declare a function, no need to declare a variable, just a data type will work. Okay, so this is function declaration, this is function call, and we define a function, let's say after main. So a function definition. Now function definition has 2 points. Function header and function body. Function header is much similar to the function declaration, just the difference is semicolon will not be there, and function body is the curly brackets, which consist of executable statements, right? So let's define. Function header is going to be return type, function name, into the bracket parenthesis, formal parameters, okay, and data type, and we need to have a variable name here. Then we are going to define a body, and in this body what we want is starting from 1 up to n, we want to add these numbers. Okay, what we want is we want to make a total, we want to sum it up, sum plus equals to, now we want to iteratively sum or add those numbers, so need to go for a loop. We'll create a loop on I. So what we'll do is we'll say for I equals to 1, I less than equals to n, because we want to go up to n, I plus plus, and we will calculate the sum. So what is I and what is sum? Let us declare local variable I and sum. Initialize sum with 0 because we are using shorthand operator here. And that's done. Once we have the summation, we will return that value of sum here. So that's all. This entire program is just for the demonstration of how we can use functions in a C program. So function declaration, function call, and function definition is here. If we run this code and say that, what happened? Just wait. We have printf and scanf. Let me run it again. Yeah. So it asks us to enter n. If I say 5, then the total is 15, because we are making sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 up to 5. First n numbers we have added, and the total is 5 here. That's all. So that's the first program for today. Practical 42. Creating a user-defined function which is going to add first n numbers. So let's discuss other programs also, and then you may continue your task. So we have seen 42nd program. 43rd program says write a function. So एक function बनाना है, fine, which will return either 1 or 0. तो सम रिटर्न करने के बजाय आप इफ एल्स लिख के रिटर्न 1 या तो फिर रिटर्न 0 करोगे, फिक्स, या तो रिटर्न 1 करना है या तो रिटर्न 0 करना है. नाउ बेस्ड ऑन अ कंडीशन, व्हाट इज योर कंडीशन? इफ द गिवन नंबर इज प्राइम तो आप 1 रिटर्न करोगे, एल्स 0 रिटर्न करोगे. वेल, प्राइम नंबर कैसे चेक करते हैं वो हमने ऑलरेडी किया हुआ है. सो योर 24th program, your 24th program was the same one, defining whether the given number is prime or not. So the same logic we are going to use here. इतना कोड आप उठा के एक फंक्शन के अंदर डाल दोगे. You take one number from user and pass that number as a parameter to the function. कैसे पास करेंगे? अब हमें पता है. When we call that function, we pass the value, right? So you pass that number. Now inside that function, within the body of your function, आपको क्या करना होगा? You have to implement this logic. This for loop is going to define whether the given number is prime or not based on a flag. And then what you do is, based on a flag, instead of printing a message, you will return either 1 or return 0. So यहाँ पे आपके लिए return statement आ जाएगा. Return 1, return 0. And when you come back, तो वापस आने के बाद वो जो कुछ भी रिटर्न होगा कोई एक वेरिएबल में आप स्टोर करोगे, राइट? एंड देन हियर you are going to print whether the given number is prime or not, or whatever you want. So that's your next practical, number 43. Now after that, I want you to complete 46th practical. Find a factorial of a number using recursion. So the same program I have already done in the lecture part. So this is the program we have completed in lecture. We take one number from user, we find a factorial of that number, and then we finally print the answer. Now that factorial calculation is based on a function. Even we go for the recursion. So this is the base case and this one is the recursive case. So you can refer the recorded lecture if you want to refer it more. So that's your 46th program. And the last one I want you to complete is the 48th program, which says write a function that will scan a character string passed as an argument. अच्छा, तो आपको क्या करना है? यूजर के पास से एक स्ट्रिंग गेट करना है. scanf करो, getS करो, कोई भी करो. You scan that string and then you pass it to a function. Now remember, string को पास करना मतलब array को पास करना. String is nothing but character array. तो आप क्या करोगे? You are going to pass character array to the function. तो अब हमने लेक्चर में देखा था how we can pass array to the function. And when we pass array to the function, it is actually called by reference, pass by pointer. तो फंक्शन के अंदर आप स्ट्रिंग में कुछ भी चेंज करोगे, that is going to affect your original string. ठीक है, तो अब हमने पास कर दिया, अब हमें चेंज क्या करना है? So we pass that string and we convert all lowercase character into uppercase equivalents. So अब हम यहाँ पे एक assumption लेंगे, यूज़र जो भी string दे रहा है वो lower case में है, हम वो पूरी string function में pass कर देंगे, and that function is going to convert that string to the uppercase. Well, the same program we have done here, converting a string to uppercase. So what you'll do is, from that practical number 41, आप ये for loop उठा के function के अंदर रख दोगे. That's it, and you are done. So if very quickly I want to show you that what we need is we need to write this code inside a function where we will simply call a function, let's say upper, and हमारे पास जो भी string है वो string हम pass कर देंगे. So inside a function, what we can do is, look, I'm not declaring it, I'm directly define it. Before I use, I define the function. वो भी चलेगा. And I don't want to return anything, so void upper is the function name and the body. Now this function is going to have one parameter, character array. And inside this, I will paste that code. जो कोड हमने नीचे लिखा था उसी को ऊपर पेस्ट कर दिया. For loop चलाने के लिए आपको I चाहिए, तो आप यहाँ पे I लिख दो and done. You are done. ये हो गया आपका 48th program. You create a function which is going to convert it to uppercase, and when you come back, you'll have the final uppercase string. Let us just check it out. Okay, so it says enter a string lowercase alphabets. So I'm going to give university and enter. Then it prints the uppercase university here, str. Okay. So that's your 48th program, and that's all for today. आज आपको 4 program करने हैं. 42nd, so 42, 43, 46, 48. One by one, complete all these programs, and then you can also write your programs. So that's all from my side. Quickly post your enrollment number in the chat box so that your attendance will be recorded. And later I'm going to stop this recording because we don't want unnecessary recording to be uploaded. I'll stop this recording and you continue your task. Lab sessions are the best time to resolve all the queries. Utilize this lab session to complete all your tasks. Don't forget to submit your practicals in the Google Classroom. So that's all. Just very quickly post your number in the chat box. Yeah, so I'm going to stop this recording now and you can continue your work.